Okay. Check, check, check. Okay, despite technical difficulties, we are here. So everybody, welcome to this evening's program. It's going to be an awesome, incredible night. So there are people online. We're doing a live stream for them as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed the meal. So on behalf of the Lismore, please give them a round of applause. They do a lot to support this event. Also tonight, because we're in the thank you mode session, I would like to give a round of applause, and these people deserve it, so I'm going to ask them to stand. If you were on the gala committee and you helped put tonight's event together, could you stand up in the room real quick for us? If you're here, hello, gala committee, let's stand. Thank you for what you do. Obviously a great presentation tonight. So I was just informed that the cooler that's back in the corner has about $1,000 worth of stuff back there, and there are still a lot of opportunities to take a swing at that one, and that's a good one. That's the Yeti that's back there. Also, because we like to change things up with short notice, we decided that the silent auction is going to stay open for a little while, and there's some really cool stuff over there. I'm I'm gunning for the Kinney Chesney. I hope somebody lets me win that tonight, Ben. So. We have a ton planned for tonight's programming, and we'll be telling you some very personal and very impactful stories of the positive effects that Big Brothers, Big Sisters has on the daily lives of youth mentoring and the littles, their families, and of course, our bigs. Tonight, we will also have our special comedian, Cyrus Steele, who will be here shortly, who will make you laugh and smile, and I think we would all agree that's something that we need to do right now. So you've been sitting for a while. We're going to get ready to get in the next mode, and that's our favorite thing to do, and that is called Heads or Tails. So, Martha Cha and April Delamet from Festival Foods, they are our sponsors tonight of this game and the donors of the $500 gift card for the winner. They're going to help me come up and run this game. Can you guys head up this way real quick? Before this gets underway, and before we start doing this was what they were going around a little while ago and selling the beads for. So does everybody have that? Is there anybody in the room? There's people looking around. Is there anybody in the room who still wants to get those beads? This is a fun game. So come on up. You're taking the long way.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So again, here are the rules. They're pretty simple. I understand they're very versed at doing this, so you're going to choose heads, and we have a coin up here. Do you have the coin with you? All right, so this is tonight's official coin. We're going to call out heads or tails, and when we call out heads, when we call it out, you're going to stand. Before we call it out, you're going to stand up and either put your hand on your head or hands on your tail. So that's how it's going to work. So we'll flip a coin, whichever one it is, whichever one it lands on, that's the correct choice, and we'll continue. And we're going to do this all the way until we have a winner. So without further ado, I think we're going to need a microphone for you too, right?
Yeah, sure. Rotate.
All right. So everybody stand up and pick your spot. Remember that one of the beads is insurance, right? So everybody stand up and pick what it's going to be. Is it going to be for you tonight heads or tails? We're kind of doing the countdown. Get in position. Ready? And by the way, no cheating on this one. So
No cheating.
that means if we call heads and you have tails, you sit down. So here we go.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Oh, that to me looks like a tails. All right. That one was a bad choice. That took a lot of people out.
Come on, folks.
That took a lot of people out. All right, so we're going to keep rolling along on it. We're going to roll again. It's the count. Decide where you're going to be here real quick. It's going to be 3, 2,
Do it.
Oh. Oh. Wes, you can't win. This is... All right. Ready? Go. Ooh. Heads it is. Oh, unfortunately, Wes is out. Kidding. He's still in. All right, so the crowd's getting kind of. If you are still in the game, I want you to come on up front up here. We're gonna gather you up front here. It's all right. Really, Tony? All right. We got a couple more coming up. Now we're absolutely down to the point where there is zero cheating allowed. So you're going to have to pick, is it heads or tails? Get yourselves in position.
Up to the roof, right?
Yeah, yep. This one. Oh, it's going crazy. Heads. Whoa. Wow. Wes, you should be ashamed of yourself. What? Okay, so we're down to 3. Is it heads or tails? Get in position. Where are we going with this? All right, we can't. Oh.
Tails.
Oh. Yep. All right, it's down to the wire. You guys, last chance, make a decision. What's going on? Is it going to be heads or tails? Come on, put both hands on top of the head. All right, here we go. This is... It is tails. Honestly, a big shout out to Festival Foods, you guys. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you. Awesome. Appreciate it. That was awesome. That was fun. Yeah, thank you. I know, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you our Executive Board President, Mr. Clint Markin. Clint, are you in here somewhere? We're going to ask you to come on up real quick.
All right. Well, hey, thank you everyone for joining us this evening. My name is Clint Markin, and I am this year's Executive Board President. I am actually wrapping up my second and final year as president, and to say it has been a tumultuous past 2 years is obviously a bit of an understatement. As I think back to the beginning of my presidency in early 2020, the world was just beginning to lock down at that time, and our agency was trying to rapidly transition from completely in-person mentorship to virtual mentorship in a desperate attempt to keep our bigs connected with our littles, as their lives were completely upended throughout this pandemic. And throughout this, some of the families we serve who are facing housing insecurity, job insecurity, many of them were forced to relocate, whether it was with a local family member or having to move into a shelter, or worst case scenario, having to move completely out of the area, which then kind of severed that connection between the big and the little. And throughout this pandemic, we unfortunately had several families that had to move out of the area, and that's a harsh reality for our agency. And as difficult as it is to know that we've had several families that moved out of the area, we also have to think that there are several families that moved into our area looking for opportunity. And as heartbreaking as it is to think about how difficult that must be, that also presents our agency with an opportunity. a very unique opportunity for us to be able to reach out to these families to try to incorporate these littles into our program so that our bigs can try to instill some sort of sense of normalcy in their lives. And in order for our agency to be able to be at its most effective, we need help. Monetary donations are certainly imperative to the work that we do, but, and this will be shameless plug number one of my speech, number 1 and 2, we need volunteers. We need people who are willing to step up to volunteer their time to make a difference in a child's life. We need people who will be there through thick and thin, somebody who will be there to act as a rock in an otherwise chaotic life. We need bigs. And no doubt it's a time commitment, but I think as you'll hear from some of the bigs who are speaking this evening, it is worth every single minute. So if this call appeals to you, please reach out to us. So over the past couple of years, we've struggled emotionally as we've watched several of our littles struggle as well. Additionally, like most nonprofits, we've had to tighten our belts through all of this to be able to continue the work that we do. And we've had to completely rethink how we support our bigs. We've had to completely rethink how we support our littles to make sure that they are still being cared for. But despite this adversity that we faced, I am happy to report that Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Northwestern Wisconsin has not only persevered, but we've actually prospered throughout all of this. After an initial dip, the number of children that we're serving is back on the rise. And as a charitable organization, this may sound a little unusual, but we've actually been profitable through all this. We are solvent. As I think back over the past couple of years and all the struggles that we've endured and all the subsequent successes that we have earned, I have to attribute it to several factors. First is the incredible people who support this agency, from our visionary CEO to all of our hardworking, hard-driven employees, to all the bigs who are out there that are in the trenches just trying to make a little bit of a positive difference in our littles' lives, to all the fellow board members and all the committee members who are devoting their time and their talents to further this agency's goals. I also attribute it to the success of the business that our agency runs. Did you know that our chapter runs a for-profit business? Over in River Falls, we opened up a used sporting goods store a couple of years ago. 100% of the profits are reinvested into our agency to help us further the work that we are doing, and business has been wonderfully successful. So this is shameless plug number 2. If you have any gently used sporting equipment around your house that is gathering dust, we would love to take it off of your hands. You can drop it off at the Big Brothers Big Sisters office on Galloway, just kitty corner to Ramon's Ice Cream. Perfect. I think the vestibule in the building, the door is always open. Is that correct? They can, yeah. So that door is always open. You can drop stuff off whenever is convenient. Finally, I attribute our success to our supporters, all of you here this evening. As I look back over the past 2 years of my board presidency and all of the chaos that we have experienced throughout all this, the one constant has been you. So please join me. I would like to raise a glass, but I always forget to bring my glass up to these things. So somebody's going to have to double fist it for me. So if you could please raise a glass for a toast, I would like to formally dedicate this evening to all of you. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for believing in our mission, and thank you for believing that what we do matters. Cheers.
My name is Tristan, and I'm a big brother.
I am Doug, and I'm a little. Basically, he comes to my school, we talk, we eat, we have some fun, and we have a great time. Recently, we have started playing Crazy Eight. Sometimes we just walk around, but usually we play soccer.
So first time Doug and I met was a couple years ago.
I remember.
Yeah, I've been the youngest in my family, so kind of taking that role now with Doug to be kind of the one he looks up to. It's pretty fun for me to kind of get away from the adult life throughout the week, throughout my regular life, and come here with Doug and just hang out, eat lunch, go on the playground, kind of just be a kid again in some ways. It's been
Remember life as a kid.
Yeah.
Your big brother is there, our big sister is there for you to be yourself. And so, be yourself. That I like that you're there to support me, and even that I just have you in general.
Doug, I'm proud of, like I was saying earlier, just how mature you are and how over the couple of years you're coming out of your shell, and I can see you're becoming a good young man for the future. So I'm excited to watch you keep growing up.
Since I met Tristan, every time we meet, I literally can't stop thinking about him. And now I want to do that.
Hi, my name's Amanda, and I'm a school counselor at Chippewa Valley Montessori Charter School. I feel very fortunate to say that Doug is here at Montessori. I have seen his ability to engage and to feel comfortable engaging with his big has grown exponentially. I've seen that he's absolutely invested in that relationship and really truly does get benefit from that connection. And I think by providing this additional outlet, this additional support for students, it helps to bolster the work that I'm already doing as a school counselor. And I would like to hope and am working towards ensuring that we kind of can support more of those matches in the future. The match was a good one from the get-go in terms of personality and interest match. For Tristan to take time out of his day to do that on a consistent basis, weekly, to make those connections and maintain that with Doug has been tremendous in helping to ensure that that relationship is a strong one. So during COVID last year, they did meet virtually, and they actually were able to meet in my room. You know, you think about looking at the research and the ability of kids to be successful and to flourish and thrive and be their best selves when they have those strong supports and connections is huge. And I think given COVID, the need for that has just kind of been amplified and intensified. And I think having those additional supports and those wraparounds is hugely important for students in supporting their social emotional well-being and growth.
Just a couple things. Mic check. So truly, Clint, by the way, I appreciate that speech. That was incredible. Thank you for taking shots at me. Yes, I do have exercise equipment that is unutilized, so I'll make sure and feel free to come by and, pick that up at your leisure. So, it's our time now where we get to introduce somebody to talk about how it is and what impact it's been on their life to be a big. And that person I want to introduce is Barbie Tupy. Barbie, could you please come on up, please? Everybody give her a round.
Good evening. I am honored to be here with you tonight sharing some of my experiences with the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. But before I do that, my little is here, and I promised I wouldn't bring her up here. However, it doesn't mean I can't embarrass her. So Piper isn't back. We've been together for 5 years now, and it's just been a blessing having her in my life. And her 18th birthday may or may not be in about 3 short weeks. So if you could just wish her happy birthday all night and continue the embarrassment, I would appreciate it. But with that said, everyone talks about how mentoring affects a child and their family, and really that is why we do this, right? But we don't always stop to think about how our lives as a big are impacted and changed at the same time that theirs are. So if you're looking, there is a life lesson to be learned in most situations in life. Terry Jean asked me to speak on some of my experiences with the program, so I would like to share with you a few things that I have learned in the last 5 years. Here we go. First, how to make goop. For those who don't know, this is homemade silly putty. Second, she taught me how to knit. Third, she taught me how to play phase 10, which she kicks my rear in every game. So 4, she taught me humility, being a good loser, and not having pride. However, I do normally beat her in hand and foot, so. However, these are not the life lessons that she was referring to me sharing. So first, you gain a friend. We've been together for 5 years. And I actually had to admit to myself, I was kind of dreading this final senior year with her because we have spent so much time together, and the thought of her not being in my life anymore was very sad. Now, thankfully, she has asked me to stay in her life after her senior year, so I get to keep my bonus little sister that I call her. Second, I learned that there is actually a stigma when it comes to kids who are in a mentorship program, that they either have a troubled home life, that they themselves are troubled, or have some tragedy in their life. And that's not always the case. Sometimes there's just a little kid looking for a big sister or a big brother. But each kid is looking for some sort of companionship, a friendship, or just a role model. And no matter what their background or need is, you are still making an impact. Which leads me to my third and the largest lesson that I have learned in these last 5 years, which really is a lesson that we should apply to our everyday lives. You might never know when your actions are impacting someone else's life, but we do it anyway. There was a time in my first 2 years of being with Piper that I actually almost stopped being her mentor. Had absolutely nothing to do with her or anything she had done. But she was active in soccer, multiple extracurriculars, band, show choir, academic clubs I had never even heard of, very loving and active parents. But I had made up in my mind that she didn't really benefit from me being in her life. And that's just not the case. You can't think that way. You do not know what people are going through or when they may need a person or support the most. I have this perspective because if we fast forward a couple of years into our relationship, she had gone through things in her life, and I had too, that I was so glad that we were together and had each other to talk to and be available for each other. But the thing to remember is that the results of your kind words and the next right thing you do might not always be realized to you. So still do it anyway. Thank you.
So I get the honor and the privilege tonight to introduce to the stage somebody that I think the world of, that I think has a great representation of Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Northwestern Wisconsin, but also has shown me, aside from being the CEO, the heart that this person has, and how incredibly proud I am to be representing tonight, the MC of this, but this person here brought me into the circle, has treated me like family, and I'm just incredibly proud to work with him. So Wesley Escondo, please come up and join us.
Wow, that is a heck of an intro. Your $50 is in Venmo there, Bill. All right. But it's definitely not about me, because this next portion is about our Kell Award. And our Kell Award recognizes an individual that has truly made youth mentoring possible throughout northwestern Wisconsin. And tonight's honoree has certainly done that and continues to serve as a champion for our humble agency. Since 2016, Sarah and her company, Stokes Herzog, have been helping us craft the most powerful videos that tell stories of amazing past and current matches, as you have seen a few. She's generously donated tens of thousands of dollars worth of production to aid in the development of not just funding, but much needed recruitment. These videos, they've made us laugh, they've made us cry also, but they've always honored the amazing bigs, littles, and our family members. In 2019, Sarah was our link to 100 Women Who Care group that ultimately chose our agency as a recipient of their grant. And that resulted in over $20,000 in funding to support youth mentoring by a room full of extremely generous women who believed enough in the mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters. And then in 2020, COVID hindered our fundraising. And like so many others, we scrambled to protect and create new funding opportunities. Our agency launched the Mentoring Emergency Fund, aimed to keep kids connected. And to create awareness for this newly formed campaign, we recruited ambassadors. And of course, Sarah was there, amongst the first to serve as a campaign ambassador. So this year, we are honored, truly honored, to recognize a wonderful advocate and an equally wonderful human being. That is Sarah Stokes as the 2021 Kell Award recipient.
Like everything in COVID is in plastic. Yes. It's okay. No, it's
Hang on, give me 1 second.
It's okay. We're almost there. There. All right, we're there.
Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture real quick.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Wes, and thank you, everybody. I'm just in deep gratitude, and that's one of our top values. But while my name may be on that beautiful piece, this is just as much our team's award, because everything I always say yes to, they're right there beside me. And Jack has been with me, our videographer, for years, getting to do those fun stories. And this year we got to bring in more team members, and so I met little Doug right alongside you all tonight, so this is just as much our team's award, and thank you all for going along with all of my guesses, because it was my dream, and it still is. I'll put this out into the universe. It's my dream to run a $1 billion foundation where we get to say yes all the time. And until I have that, we've got videos, and we've got graphic design we can say yes to. But our mission at Stokes Herzog is to use our gifts and talents to better lives and improve communities. And if we get to do that and meet incredible bigs and littles in the process, then we are winning. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I am so grateful, and I know how cool the Kell family is, so that's a true honor. I just want to ask us all, what can you do? What gifts and talents do you have? We may all want to be at the lunch table with that little Doug, or playing soccer with a little, but we can't always be everywhere. So what gifts and talents do you have that you can bring to the world? Because if we all just do a little, we change the planet. And I know so many beautiful souls are in this room tonight, and so, you know, we can't do it all, but together, if we just do a little bit here and there with great people like the folks at Big Brothers Big Sisters, we can make the world a better place. So thank you so much. Thank you. It's truly an honor. And have a great night. I really appreciate all of you. I know how much support has come from this community to help us create a business where we can say yes. So thank you.
So Wes had the opportunity to sit down with our big of the year and her little for a visit a few weeks ago. please set your attention to the screen. I'm pleased to introduce our Big of the Year, Virginie Knudsen, and her little Cody.
My name is Virginie, and I am a big sister.
My name is Cody, and I'm a little sister. Well, when I got matched, I was new to my school, so I didn't have a lot of friends. So my mom signed me out because I had troubles making friends. So with Virginie, I had somebody to talk to.
So I went to the school. I was a site-based matched at the time, and I met with Cody there. And Cody was a very outgoing, very excited young lady.
It was really nice. I got comfortable with her. We started doing a lot of things, and then it just got easier to talk about things. At the beginning of high school, my friend got sick. She was in the hospital on and off a lot. And then my sophomore year, she ended up passing away. So that was something really hard that I was going through. She was there when I needed to talk, or when I wanted to get away. In the last 10 years, I have been really thankful to have you by my side through everything that has gone on, and to look forward to what is going to go on in the future.
Cody and I have been through a lot of things together in both of our lives. Her losing a friend as a sophomore in high school, that's just almost unheard of, and what a thing for a sophomore to go through. And my friend, not very long after that, was diagnosed with a cancer that is very serious. And Cody already had experienced what that was like and was a good support to me. I could talk to her and knew that she kind of understood what I was going through. Cody gives back all the time. And one of the earliest things I noticed about Cody is that she is all-encompassing and accepts everyone exactly where they're at. And Cody works with Special Olympics, and she is drawn to people that might in other situations not have friends or have trouble making friends, and she puts herself all out there for them. So Cody, I'm thankful that you've always been real. You're a very real person, very honest person, and you've always been true to yourself and not let even your friends and peer pressure take you into a place where you didn't want to go. And so I'm really proud that you've come this far and you are doing as well as you're doing. Never give up on your dreams. And let's get to Paris someday, okay?
For sure.
It's not as hard as it might seem and not as scary as it might seem. And really, it's just about taking that first step forward, and it's all falls into place from there. It just does.
Check. Check. There. All right. Well, I am extremely excited to have Cody up here because I'm just going to give you a few key general pieces about our wonderful Big of the Year, but it's really Cody that deserves the honor of presenting Virginie this award. So I'll go really, really quickly. You all know that our Big of the Year is someone that is absolutely no stranger to our agency. Virginie is a two-time big, first matched in 2008, and then again with Cody in early 2012. And since then, Virginie and Cody, it seems like they're always together. They've spent countless holidays together. They have an amazing tradition of celebrating holidays and doing gift exchanges. And they really have just created such a strong bond. Now, Virginie is also a longtime Big Little committee member and has assisted in creating amazing events for all of our other matches to participate in. And like clockwork, if we do have a Big Little activity, you will often see Virginie and Cody there participating and often volunteering. Now, as mentioned, in January of next year, Virginie and Cody will celebrate 10 years together. And there's no doubt that the laughs, the smiles, and the bond that they now share will absolutely remain for the next 10 years and beyond. But really, this honor is for Cody to do the honors of awarding this year's recipient.
Hi everyone, I'm here to talk about my big today. So to start out, 10 years. Wow. 10 years ago, Virginia and I met. I was in 2nd grade. I got called into the office, so naturally I assumed, great, what did I do now? But no, sitting there when I got down there was Virginia. If I could tell my 2nd grade self what would happen in the next 10 years, there's so many crafts, walks, holidays, birthdays, and of course, going out to dinner. There have been so many ups and downs, and I'm so glad to have Regine by my side through all of it. She's been to pretty much every single one of my choir concerts and a lot of my events that I've had. I can never thank her enough for all she's done for me, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. I don't know where I would be without you. I love you so much. But without further ado, the Big Brothers Big Sisters 2021 Big of the Year, my big sister, Virginie Knudsen.
Wow. I am so honored and so humbled to receive this award. It's really been more of a blessing to me to have the opportunity to participate in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. I have several people to thank for that because it doesn't come without support. And first of all, I'd like to thank Big Brothers Big Sisters for sharing their mission with me and inviting me to participate. I'd like to thank my employer, Market & Johnson, who has supported me through all of this, given me the time that I needed to meet with Cody when we were meeting at school, and supported Big Brothers Big Sisters behind me through all of this. I'd like to thank Cody's mom for entrusting her to me. Cody has a great mom, and it has just been a blessing to be able to share in that. My husband for supporting me, because it takes extra time, but he had no qualms, and I was dedicated to doing that, and he had no problem with that. And I have a lot of family and friends who cheer me on, so I appreciate them as well. I have certainly received more than I've given, and it's been a great experience developing my friendship with Cody and just being a part of her family. One of the things that I would say that I've learned through this is to do things that come as a big challenge to me: snowshoeing and riding go-karts, painting, and I've never improved at that, ever. So I made the decision to become a big because I know firsthand what it can be like to just need a little bit extra encouragement and community at times. So Cody and I have faced several challenges over the last 10 years, some more serious than others, as you saw in our program. But one of the things that Cody and I decided to do was go on a bike ride, and my work is right on the bike trail. So we set out, and before we even went a city block, we were both on the ground. No lie. The best part of that is, though, in that moment, and others throughout this time with Cody, is that she's helped me she gives me a sense of humor and has helped me to take myself a little less seriously, because I'm a little more serious than I should be sometimes. In conclusion, my greatest excitement is that Cody is going to go forward and make a difference in the lives of others and her community. She gives so much of herself already and has from the day I met her. I am confident that she will continue to pour herself into helping others. I would like to think that our friendship played a small part in her drive to be part of something bigger. I have grown because of this experience, and I would encourage you to consider being a big brother or big sister. A friend reminded me that it did not take any grand gestures to be a big, but rather sharing myself and my everyday life. We can make a difference in our community by mentoring the next generation to do the same. Thank you so much.
So we have reached, wow, sorry about that. Big voice, little guy. We've reached the time in the evening where we're going to pledge our support for an agency that has done so much for children throughout Northwest Wisconsin. Assisting me this evening is going to be our auctioneer extraordinaire, Mr. Ryan Friends. Ryan, please come on up here. And the 2016 Big of the Year, Kristen Carnes Fredrickson. Kristen, come on up. Since 1972, one-to-one youth mentoring has been made available to children and families throughout the Chippewa Valley. The history of creating positive relationships between children and adult mentors is only possible through the decades of financial support that our communities have given and continue to give Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Tonight, we're asking for your assistance in continuing this tradition by donating to our programs, our littles, and their families. Shortly, we're going to call out a giving level, and if you're able to support at that level, we'll ask you to indicate that in one of two ways. You may raise your paddle, the ones you have in front of you, or, and keep that, by the way, if you do raise it, please keep it in the air. We have people around the room we're going to call your number out, and so make sure they get you if we're doing it that way. Or you may participate by completing the giving card located at your table and indicating the amount that you are willing to support at. When checking out this evening, please bring that giving card with you to check out or drop off in the giving card box located near our checkout stations. So we're going to kind of get this underway. Tonight we're going to start at the $10,000 level. Good friends of the agency, Mike and Pat Markin, God bless them, who are not able to be with us tonight, but have graciously offered to kick off the Fund the Need with a leading gift of $10,000. Let's show them a round of applause for that. That's incredible. Kristen, my lovely assistant, how can a $10,000 gift to the agency make an impact?
$10,000 is roughly the cost to source, screen, and professionally support 6 brand new matches for an entire year. With over 100 children currently on our waiting list, each of these children are anxiously awaiting the opportunity to spend time with a positive adult big. Please consider supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters at the $10,000 level.
Ryan, this is where you do your magic, sir.
Well, I'll do my best. We've been about a year outside of doing a live auction situation, so if anybody's willing to help with this wonderful cause, and I'm happy to be here tonight. So, all right, and we're going to open up here now. David, I want $10,000 now. And even I want here, even I want 10, David, I want 10, even I want 10, 10, 10, 10 here, even I want anybody at 10,000. It's only money. 10,000, even if I'm here. They're printing it every day, folks. I mean, it's out there. It's got to be. All right, 10 grand, 10,000, Emily, and 10, even about 10, even about 10, even about 10, 10, and even about anybody, even about 10, raise those kettles, $10,000. Do we want to keep going at 10? 10? We could get to the fun part. We could just start at the basement and keep going up.
Just keep going the other way?
That's usually the fun part. 10,000, anybody at 10. Anybody even want here? Not even want 10 down. Anybody even want here? Not anybody even want here? Down.
Ryan's going to run out of breath here real quick, so I'm going to.
Oh, not yet.
I'm going to throw a save.
Yeah.
So,
that's no fun.
So we're going to move down to the $5,000 level, and I mean, obviously, that's a huge impact. The $5,000 level, Kristen, why don't you tell us what exactly the $5,000 level does?
$5,000 is the approximate cost to purchase 250 background screens. The agency is predicting to run upwards of 800 background screens this year in 2022. Child safety is and always will be the agency's #1 priority. Please consider supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters at this $5,000 level.
All right, let's see if we can get some paddles in the air for that one. Ryan?
Well, I'm going to do my best here. And only 5,000. 5 to go. 5 here now. 5 $5,000. 5 to go. Oh, hey, 961. 5 anybody else? 561. You got that? 961. 961. I was mixing it up already.
Thank you very
Out of
much.
practice. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Anybody else? $5,000. 5 to go. 5
All right.
Here, this great cause.
We're headed down towards the fun stuff right now, so thank you for that very, very much. That's awesome.
I was just getting rolling.
Were you? Do you want to go back again? Do you want me to throw you to the wolves again real quick? All right. So
I work better under pressure.
We're gonna go down to the $2,500 level. Again, $2,500 level. And Kristen, can you explain the difference that makes?
I sure
Do you want
can.
2 microphones?
Well, that's impressive. I don't think I can go there. Okay, at $2,500, Big Brothers Big Sisters is able to access professional program related training in areas such as trauma-informed care, adverse childhood experiences, and mental health. Our program department is committed to being subject matter experts in youth development and protection. Please consider supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters at this $2,500 level.
Brian, this is where you do your stuff.
All right, it's auction time now, right?
Yes,
Last
sir.
two are just to warm up. All right. And anybody, 2,500 and 25, 58, 25. I got you, but I'm on 2,500 and 49 here now. But on 2,500. I got 58, 49, 48 here now. 25. But somebody else said $2,500 bill. 25. But I'm on 5 at a buy. Hey, 42. All right. We thank you so much. And only 25 again. But I'm on 2,500. Anybody else here now? 25 again.
I'll go in.
25.
I'm in.
Woo!
There you go.
Thanks, Bill. We appreciate that. Who's got Bill's better number? Did we give Bill a better number?
Hope is not a plan.
All righty. And at 25 to go. And 2,500, but I'm on 2,500. But I'm on anybody else. 25, but I'm on 2,500. Where? And 25, I'm looking, but I'm... What?
I'd say that was awesome, you guys. Give yourself a round of applause for that one. Thank you to everybody who did that.
We do appreciate that. That was
incredible. We're going to move down. We're going to kind of keep moving our way down, and we're going to go to the $1,000 level. So, Kristen, what does a $1,000 level do?
Sure. The $1,000 is the amount that the agency awards to recipients of the Jan Proctor Legacy Scholarship. Child participants that go on to pursue higher education have the opportunity to apply for a $1,000 scholarship to help in their educational pursuits. Please consider supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters at this $1,000 level.
My turn again? All right. All right, folks. $1,000 only. And 1,000. And do we even here now? But I'm who gave 1,000. And I got 85. I'm sorry. Is that lights in my eyes? 85 at 1,000. Sir, here 179 at 1,000. 201 at 1,000. 124 to the 124. Now 15. 202. 89. Is that you? 89. All right. Lights a little blinded. All right. 160. All right. It's all over the place. 178. And $1,000. And even here, we got everybody. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? I think I missed you guys. Did you raise it? No? No? Okay. Worth a shot.
You got a little car salesman in you.
Just
That's
checking.
great.
You got to make sure, All right. $1,000. And $1,000 donation. Good cause. Can't beat it. And you better want here now. You better we go $1,000 where? 1,000 one more time. And even one last call here now. You better got to get on the boat. Or we're going to miss it here. $1,000. 1,000 only. And 1,000 going even on here. No, even 1,000 and 181. All right, we thank you. Wow. And anybody else here? $1,000 only. And 1,000 again. But on here. No one even 1,000. We'll take $999 one time. No? Oh, well. What do you think, Bill?
All right, you guys, seriously, thank you very much. That was a huge show. Incredible. So if there's anybody who's able to support the one-to-one youth mentoring with a gift of $500, we're going to let Kristen explain to you exactly what impact that makes.
Sure. So $500 supports the agency's big little events, such as Action City Night, which is incredible, Craft Night, Halloween Party, Summer Picnic, and various other agency-sponsored events that bring matches together. It is at these events that bigs get to socialize with other bigs and littles get to know and engage with other littles. Please consider supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters at this $500 level. Do your magic.
Do it.
No, I'm under pressure. All right. And a $500 now. $500, I got 70 here. Number 70, $500 now. Anybody else? $500 now. Everybody over on this side I can't see because I'm getting a suntan from that light. 500. 500 even anybody at 500 now. 5 to go even here now. 5 to go one more time. We got one. We got a few more to go, don't we? 500. I'm on stage. I'm kind of getting a little nervous here. 500. 5 to even 5 to go. 5 to even 500 now. Anybody else here now? 500. We're gonna have to get down to a lower level. Have some more fun because everybody will chip in there. I'm used to going up in value, not down. So. All right, 500. Anybody else? We're going to go one more time at 500. 500. 5 to go, 500 only. 5 to game, here now, 5. What do you think, Bill? Should we keep going at 500? If we make them listen to $500 over and over and over and over and over and over again,
I've tried that for years, and that's not going to work. We're going to move. It's only $300 a month, sir. We're going to move on to the $250 level. Yes. So we're going to move to the $250 level. Kristen, can you explain to us what the $250 level is?
Sure. If you are able to support Big Brothers Big Sisters at the $250 level, you will be funding an activity tote at one of our site-based locations. This level will ensure that one tote will be filled with games, activities, and crafting materials for the entire school year. Please consider supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters at this $250 level.
All right. 2.5. And 2.5 at on 2.5 hair. 2.5 wearing at on 250 only. And that's number 7-2. Thank you. And 2 on 2 and number 1-2. 1-2. And 2.5 again I'm here now 180 now. I got 180. 2.5 at I'm here and I'm getting kind of confused at the same number over and over again. And reading the numbers, it's usually not how it works. All right. 117 at 2.5. And 27, thank you so much. And even on 250 now, $250 donation only. And even on 250, where 250 even on here now, even on 250 now. This is really hard saying the same number over and over. It's usually typically a number up. Could we try that? Start at the bottom and go all the way up. We can do it. That's where the betting gets fun. All right, 250. Anybody else? $250 only. 250, on 250. 2.5 again, but I'm a half again. 2.5 where? 2.5 again, but I'm on 2.5. Anybody else at $250 donation?
All right, we're going to move on to the $249 donation level.
249. All right, and 249. Even on 249. All 2.5, and now 251. See that I can shine at that, Bill.
So we're going to move down to the $100 donation level. Obviously, everything counts. It makes a huge impact on it. And Kristen's going to tell you exactly what $100 will do.
Sure. At a $100 level or $99.99, maybe, I don't know. Your gift will fund one waiting list child to participate in agency activities specifically for those waiting list kids. Some of our children will wait up to a year for their big brother or big sister. This programming allows us to begin influencing a child prior to the formal match being created. Are there any donors able to support Big Brothers Big Sisters at this $100 level?
Oh, again? One more time? $100. All right, folks. $100 should be everywhere. And 194. Number one. All right, where were you? What? Oh, jeez. All right. 190. All right. 178, 167, 138, 111. Ma'am, I need to see the other side. Oh, there you go. 138. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. 100. 137. I should probably get glasses next week. All right. Number 57, or 152 even. Oh, all right. I can't see you because this light's right in my eye. Holler it out. Just say, yep. 183. And 100 even here. Now I got 100. That was a big bunch of people there for a minute. I got confused where I was. All right, $100 bill. Number 48, we thank you. And 100 now. And only when you even on $100. 100 even on here now, 100 now. And 199? 100. And 100 even on here now, Bill. What do you think? And $100. That was a lot.
I think you squeezed it for all it's worth, brother. We're going down. We're going to move down
to
like the $50 level.
Would that work? 95 and a half always works, too.
So I think we move on to the $50 level, and we're going to get there right now, and Kristen's going to tell us what exactly that does.
Sure. A pledge at this level is critically important as it represents the cost of training the family members of littles in such as QPR for suicide prevention, relationship management, and conflict resolution. Who will support Big Brothers Big Sisters at this $50 level?
I didn't have to start. Jeez. All right, 160. Just trying to keep me quiet. I'm sorry. I do apologize. All right, 168, 130, 103. All right, $50. And 50, you ain't bet on here now. You ain't bet on a $50 bill. I'm going to get down past the light here so I can see all you wonderful people. 81, 81. All right, 50 now. Anybody if you ain't bet on 50? I got 155, 185 at $50. 50, you ain't bet on here. No, 50, 50, 50. You ain't bet on a $50 bill. Anybody else at 50? You ain't bet on 50, 50. I'll start walking around the tables. I mean, I can be quiet if you just bid. $50. 50 where? 50, anybody want $50? The light's so much better over here. $50. 50 where? Anybody else? $50 bill. 50, it's only $50. We spend that at the gas station every morning. $50. Anybody have you on 50 now? 50, 50, you on 50, 50, 50. Bill, gotta help me here. $50. 50 where? 50, you on
Just don't
50.
let them go home until you get a couple more.
All right, boys, lock the doors. Oh, we weren't supposed to say that out loud, were we? Oh.
No.
Okay. Anybody else? Last call. $50 only. Tell you what, $50. I'm not being cheap. I just forgot I had this. 174, $50. Anybody else? $50 only. 50 where? I have to put it back to Bill.
Abigail, can you hold up my number, honey? Thank you.
I didn't say, I can't read that far. 118. We thank you. We thank everybody for being here tonight. And if you want to keep listening to me, we can go at 50 again.
Guys, give it up for Kristen and Ryan. Thank you very much for tonight. That was fantastic.
Well,
and
Bill, if we have five more seconds, we can just start at $1 and go all the way up and see who wants to help out. It's kind of fun.
All right.
All right. We're not going to hold it. You're just going to say, yep, yep. And whoever gets, when we stop, whoever's got the last bid is going to be the wonderful person that donates whatever number we stop at. Right. We'll do $5 increments. Make it easy for me.
I'm in. Let's see it.
$5. Anybody at 5? Just holler out. Raise your hand. 5. Do I have 5 anywhere? 5, 5. And now team it. I want 10. Team it. I want $10. And team it. I want 10. I got 5 and I need 10. 10, 10, and 15, 15. Now team it on 20. You're out here. 20. I want $20 bill. 20, now 5, and 30, I got 25 here, 30, even I'm on $30, 30 only, 30, now 5, and again, I'm 35, and now 40, you're right, you know, on $40 bill, 40, and now 5, you're both out here, 45, and again, I'm on $45, 40, 45, and even on 50, even on 50, say 50 one more time, all right, now 55, and I go 55, and I 60, you're out here, I'm in the back, $60, 60, anybody else, just holler out if I don't see you, $60 bid, I got 55 here, now 60, I think. I got confused. Okay. You keep track, Bill. You're the number guy here.
That's scary.
55. 60. Now you're out. 65. All right. Now we're action time. 65. Now 70. You bet I'm on $70. 70. Now 75. And I bet I'm on 80. Don't let it. All right. Now 85. And $90. 90 my bomb. 90, 95. 95 we go. You bet I'm on $100 only. All right. Now 110. 110. Don't let them win. Just 110. $10 more. 110. Oh, and 120. Bet I'm on 20. Now 30. Oh, they're ruthless. 130. Bet I'm on here now 30. Now you bet I'm on 40. Now 140. Bet I'm on here now 140. And now 50. And 60. Oh, she's not going to let you win. 160. 160. Anybody else here? Got one. All right, now 170. Only 170. We can do it. One more time. All right, now at 80. And 100. 185? Is that half? That's in my business, 185 is half. Are you out? Out?
Half. He's half.
Oh, half. So 185. Yeah. And 190. And 190. 190, but I'm on here. 190 where? Let's just get to 200, get it over. You want to go 200? So what we usually do is you bet them up a little bit. All right, 200 and a quarter. 2 and a quarter. You bet them on 2 and a quarter where? All right, 205. We'll work for it. 205. 201. Okay. All right. What? Why not? All right. Tell you what. Can we go 2 and a half? All right. 201. Now you bet them on 202. 202. That's $1. 202 and 203. Now you bet them on here now. 3. You bet them on 3. It's going to go on all night. 203. 203. Or you just want to split the difference and each give 201. That was worth a shot.
They say yes. Huh? Yeah.
You say yeah? Both? Well, there we go. We don't have to have a tie bid.
Is that a yes back there? All right.
All right. We thank you so much. And thank you for letting me have a little bit of fun with that. I do appreciate it. Wasn't on the schedule at all. So, but I'm going to put you back to Bill here, and we thank you all for showing up. And I'm blessed to be part of this tonight. And I hope I did an okay job for everybody.
I'd say give it up. You did an amazing job, sir. Thank you very, very much. That's awesome. All right, so, yeah, I'm going to do it was actually a joke. I'm going to do the stand-up tonight. So I wrote a couple things down. No, I know you guys have been waiting all night for this. We're really excited to do this. We're really excited to bring this part to you. Ladies and gentlemen, from Atlanta, Georgia, and America's Got Talent, please welcome comedian Cyrus Steele. Thank you for being here. Hi, how are you? There's one up there, too.
This is on. You guys can hear me pretty good? You guys can hear me? Okay, how's that? Is that a little better? I just want to say that was the cheapest auction I've ever seen in my life. Wow, he started at $5. Y'all were like, yeah, $5, $5, $3. Does anybody have a coupon? It's like, wow. Some of y'all were acting like this was The Price is Right. $1, Bob, $1. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Y'all give it up for the auction and give it up for yourselves tonight. Yeah. I'm actually excited about being here because I'm a product of the Big Brother, Big Sister program. What many of you may not know, and I get a chance to share with you guys. But yeah, when I was younger, I actually had a big brother. And it meant the world to me, just having that kind of role model in my life as a young man. And so I enjoyed that. And I remember his name was Samuel. And he'd come over like once a week, and we'd hang out, play basketball, talk. So I just want to say the work that you do, you're looking at a product of that tonight. And so it does mean a lot. And of course, I will say, though, whenever Samuel did come by, he would always give me a peppermint, and I didn't know if he was trying to tell me something. But I just want to, again, applaud you guys for the work you do because, again, it does mean a lot, and it goes a long way. Now, I want to also get something out of the way because I've been a little confused. How do you pronounce the name of this city? Say that. What? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I felt like I were in a cold right there. Eau Claire at the same time. That's so weird because it's like y'all took all the vowels and left out O, but that's actually how you pronounce the name of the city. Wow. Okay. Eau Claire. Wow. That would be the easiest puzzle on the Wheel of Fortune right there. Can I buy a vowel? Actually, there are 35 vowels. E, A, U, Eau Claire. Yeah, I'm excited about being here. Whenever I visit a place I haven't been, I always try to look up fun things to do. And I did Google fun things to do in Eau Claire. And Google said, did you mean Chicago? So that's when I knew this must be a fun place right here. This is a fun place. No, I really do. I try to get to know the place where I'm at, and I love the cool weather here. I love the cool weather. You know, I'm from Atlanta, so we get a lot of warm weather, and I really do. I love, I get to wear my sweaters. You know, I'm a sweater vest guy. Ladies, I will say get you a sweater vest, man. Okay, we cannot repair your car, but we might be able to repair your credit. Something to think about. Yeah. I went on one date, girl asked me, she's like, are you a handyman? I was like, no, if you see me under a car, it's because I got hit. Please help me up. Yeah, I love this time of the year. Nice, cool weather. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite shows is I traveled from Atlanta to Florida, and it was like one of those rare moments where it was actually cold weather in Atlanta. It was like 50 degrees or something. And I made a mistake because when it gets cool like this, I don't wear deodorant. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just me? Okay. Yeah, I don't, because it's cool weather. This is kind of the weather you don't need deodorant. The wind, it just blows the sweat away. Why are you wearing deodorant, But I made the mistake because I was heading in the direction of Florida. And I'm not saying I smelled, well, let's put it this way. I could tell when I was in Florida because I could smell myself. I got very self-conscious when I got to the hotel. She was like, "Can I see your ID?" I was like, "I don't usually smell like this." She's like, "What?" Never mind. But I love traveling. I love what I do, being able to, do stand-up. I will say, though, there's nothing worse than not knowing how to travel. I love the destination more than the process, but you got to know how to travel, especially right now because they say they got the Delta variant is out there. And I figure I'm good because I fly Spirit. Yeah. And of course, like a lot of people don't like Spirit, but I love Spirit Airlines. Like I think Southwest has the slogan, fly the friendly skies. I think Spirit Airlines' motto is, Spirit Airlines, let's just see what happens. I love Spirit Airlines. Yeah, Spirit Airlines reminds me of home, how I grew up. No space, no food, and somebody's always getting in a fight. Love Spirit Airlines. Yeah, they had to duct tape somebody. About a month ago, they had to duct tape somebody to their seat because they were getting out of hand. And a lot of people thought it was Spirit Airlines, and I had to tell them that was Frontier. That's Frontier. Yeah, I told them Spirit uses Scotch tape. They do not have that kind of budget. They don't have that kind of budget. Only thing I don't like about Spirit Airlines is when they make you get out the plane and help push. That's not my job. But yeah, I love the destination more than the process, because once you get where you're going, then you got to acclimate to the weather, I remember the first time I saw snow, I called the police, told them there was some powdery substance outside my hotel. I'm not about that life. But yeah, you got to adjust. You got to adjust to the weather. You got to adjust to the type of hotel. And I will tell you, for those of you who are thinking about traveling during the holidays, don't book a hotel for less than $49. You get what you pay for. Yeah, listen, the only difference between a $49 hotel and a $59 hotel is the roaches will talk to you. Yeah, I stayed at one hotel, tried to go to sleep, and Roach woke me up and told me that was his side of the bed. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful, these hotels, And I'm staying at a nice hotel. They got me at the Holiday Inn, it's nice. And I like that because they got the little sign out there telling you which way the Applebee's is. And I was like, man, I love Applebee's, because it's been a long time since I had diarrhea. Love Applebee's. You guys don't have a lot of traffic. I noticed that too. Yeah, you guys don't have a lot of traffic. In Atlanta, it's insane. If you've ever been to Atlanta, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, allow me to illustrate. Atlanta traffic is so busy, I actually did a Sudoku puzzle while sitting in traffic. Yeah, did some meal prepping for the week. I graduated from a 4-year online degree while I was sitting in Atlanta traffic. Yeah, it is insane. So I love the travel. I love the traffic here, it's nice. And of course, I was scared because I went to Alaska last week. And I will tell you, I will never complain about cold weather. Yeah, because I felt like I had nothing on when I was in Alaska the whole time. Yeah, I saw a sign that said moose sign. I've never seen a moose sign. We don't have a lot of mooses in Atlanta. I was like, a moose? I'm supposed to be prepared for a moose? What does that mean? How am I supposed to deal with it? So that's why I knew God was telling me to go back inside. Just go back inside. A moose. Yeah, and the sun doesn't really come out. The sun in Alaska is like Morgan Freeman in a movie. He just makes special appearances. You're like, hello, I'm Morgan Freeman. And you never see him again. Yeah, it's insane how cold it is. And then they had police. Who is robbing somebody in Alaska? It's too cold to rob somebody in 30-degree weather. And then where are you going? Gas is $3.69. Yeah, I see a lot of you haven't been to Alaska. Okay. Yeah, it is insane. So I'm excited to be here. It's actually warmer here. So I appreciate this nice weather. And of course, just to give you a little bit about myself, I'm from Savannah, Georgia. Appreciate the applause for Savannah. Long night. Let's have that auction again. Can we do the auction? Yeah, I'm from Savannah, Georgia. I'm right off the coast of Georgia, and I love Savannah, except during this time of the year because they have hurricane season. You guys don't get a lot of hurricanes, but I will tell you, for those of you who don't know, like Category 5 is supposed to be the worst. And I get upset, not just because of the hurricane, because of the names. The names are very misleading. Yeah, last year we had Hurricane Epsom. Hurricane Epsom. That's not going to make me leave my house, ladies and gentlemen, because if you tell me Epsom is coming, I'm like, cool, let me get the bath water running. I love Epsom salt. Yeah, but the year before that, I think they had Ida, Hurricane Ida. And that's not going to make me leave my house because to me, Ida is the old lady in the back of the church that gives you peppermints for sitting through the whole sermon. Now, Hurricane OJ, I might pack my bags. I'm just saying, they got to work on the names. They got to work on the names. And I used to get scared because they would talk about the eye of the hurricane. Watch out for the eye of the hurricane. I'm like 10 years old praying like, Lord, please don't let us get the eye of the hurricane. Let us get the leg or the pinky toe. Please don't let us get the eye. If we do get the eye, Lord, let it be a lazy eye. Amen. Which I can speak on because I do have a lazy eye. Those of you sitting up close, you can tell I'm still talking to you right now. It is very frustrating being cross-eyed. Like nobody knows who you're talking to. I took a picture with the young lady there, and I apologize. I've ruined a lot of family photos. Yeah, they picked me to play Jesus at church because they were singing His Eyes on the Sparrow. And I know He watches me, and I was the only one that looked like I could do both. Yeah, it's tough being cross-eyed. It is tough, Yeah, and of course, I've gotten into some situations. I've gotten into a lot of situations. Like my teacher used to tell me, keep my eye on my paper. I was like, I'm doing the best I can. Yeah. It's tough, And of course, when you go to the movies, you all take things for granted. You go to the movies, you get exactly what you asked for. I don't have that luxury when I go to the movies. It takes me like 20, 30 minutes to get my order right. I'm like, sir, I asked for milk duds and gummy bears. He's like, sir, at the time of the order, one of your eyes was looking at the exit door, and the other eye was looking at the Mike and Ike, so we just took a guess. Next. I don't have the heart to correct the man, so I go back to my seat, which is equally frustrating because the lights are dim. I go to sit next to the girl I came with. The lights come up. Turns out I've been sitting next to a 60-year-old man the whole time, which got really awkward because we were holding each other during the movie. Don't judge me. Yeah, the girl I came with is sitting one row in front of me like, really? You didn't know I was sitting here? I'm like, my eyes are messed up. Why didn't you say something? She's like, I did, but you and your new girlfriend kept going, shh, you're being rude. You're being rude. I was like, I didn't know that was you. You almost got arrested for being cross-eyed. I was in Branson, Missouri. True story. Car swerved. It was late at night. I just finished the show, and I saw the blue lights. I'm ready to do whatever the officer asked me to do. Breathalyzer, walk the straight line. That is not what this officer asked me to do. This officer asked me to follow his finger with my eye. Long story short, I went to jail that night, ladies and gentlemen. I went to jail. Yeah, the only good thing about being cross-eyed is I can text and drive at the same time, so that's a blessing. That is a blessing. I'm also a middle child. Anybody a middle child? Any middle children? Okay, I'm surprised they let you sit on the front. Yeah, nobody cares about the middle child. Nobody cares. And I actually found out I was a middle child during a hurricane. Yeah, we were evacuating the city of Savannah. My mom realized that she forgot to get drinks. And out of 5 kids, she sees a Big Lots grocery store across the street and yells, Cyrus, go get drinks. Cyrus, go get drinks. You understand what that did to my self-esteem? My sense of self-worth. My mom was basically saying, if I have to lose one child, I choose you. I choose you. Yeah. I still get emotional when I go into Big Lots. Yeah, I had a big family, though. I had a big family, and of course, being a middle child, you learn how to be self-sufficient. Got to learn how to be self-sufficient, especially during the holidays. Like, is everybody looking forward to the holidays? Yeah? Yeah, I know you ladies are. This time of the year, you ladies love this time of the year. As soon as you feel that first gust of wind, y'all are heading to Starbucks because you got to have that latte, pumpkin spice latte. Yeah, pumpkin spice muffins, pumpkin spice toilet tissue. I saw a woman trying to get a pumpkin spice vaccine the other day. I was like, this is going too far. This is going too far. Yeah, ladies love it. And I love Starbucks, Not as much as a lot of people, but I do love Starbucks because they allow you to, give them your name. And I like to mess with them. Yeah, they asked me for my name. I told them my name is Fire. Because there is no greater joy than watching 50 people run out of a Starbucks as they announce fire, fire, fire. One lady was just sitting there. I was like, it's a fire. She's like, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. Yeah, you ladies love those lattes. And of course, I love Halloween, but we grew up poor, so I didn't get to get the best costumes, And those of you who did grow up poor, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'd be like at Walmart, be like, Mom, can I get a Batman costume? She'd be like, we have Batman at home. We have Batman at home. I was like, I have been in the house and never seen a sighting of the Cape Crusader. We have Batman at home. We got home, she gave me a cardboard box and put the letter B on front. Yeah, I walked around the neighborhood wearing that. People didn't just give me candy. They gave me furniture, life advice. They thought I was homeless. That's what I'm trying to say. And then now that I'm older, your friends, I don't know if some of you have this, your friends want you to do like an escape room, haunted houses. They're like, you got to do a haunted house, Cyrus. You got to do a haunted house. I'm like, what's the big deal? They're like, because you never know when the lights start flickering and somebody might come out and grab you. I was like, I grew up in a neighborhood like that for free for like 20 years. Why would I pay for that? Yeah. And of course, when you get into the holidays, like my favorite ones are like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Although for Thanksgiving, my brother ruins Thanksgiving. I don't know if you have this in your family, but my brother's a pastor. Yeah. So when we go around the table, say we're thankful for there's nothing left to be thankful for when my brother gets done. No, he goes in. He's like, Lord, we just want to thank for the ground that we walk on. We want to think of the dirt under the ground, Lord. We want to think of the roots to hold up the dirt, to hold up the plants of the earth, Lord. We want to think of the birds of the air and the lilies of the field. We want to thank you. Like the turkey has died twice. Then they're like, Cyrus, what are you thankful for? I'm like, just copy and paste what he said. Let's eat, please. Yeah, but I do love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. And, of course, Christmas is my favorite one, I love that time of the year. But I will say I didn't get into the story of Santa, because my mom told me, she's like, he's going to come down the chimney. I'm like, Mom, we don't have a chimney. How's he getting in the house? And I hope he doesn't come through the window, because the last dude that came through the window, we had to bust the cap. So I don't want Santa. I don't want that to happen to Santa. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. And I hope he doesn't leave his sleigh outside, because if he comes back, he's just going to see a sleigh on bricks. You're saying that's the kind of neighborhood we grew up in. And, of course, with Christmas, I feel like they're getting rid of a lot of the songs, like Baby, It's Cold Outside. They say you can't sing that. It's too offensive. And I was like, I listened to it, and I was like, if you get rid of Baby, It's Cold Outside, I think you got to get rid of Santa Claus Is Coming to Town. That's pretty violent. You ever heard those lyrics? You better watch out. You better not pout. You better not cry. Like, if you say that to a millennial in this day and age, they will sue you in court for emotionally shaming them. It's true. It's true. Yeah. And of course, you try to have your New Year's resolutions. I think everybody tries to do New Year's resolution. I like to go to the gym, do a little cardio, but you meet some interesting people at the gym. Yeah, there's one dude I like to call the late bloomer. Not because he comes to the gym late, but because he's always on his phone more than anything else. Yeah. He's always on his phone. Never really gets into the workout. He's like, yeah, okay, hold on, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you. Yeah, you gotta put the turkey in the oven. Put the turkey in the oven. Like, I have learned so much about this man's life from him just yelling on his phone. Never seen him do a workout. And then I'll be like, hey, you getting ready? You gonna use that treadmill? He's like, yeah, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta stretch my glutes. I'm like, those are not your glutes, sir. Those are not your glutes. He's like, hold on 1 second. I gotta stretch my glutes. Those are neck rolls, sir. That is your neck. Yeah. And of course, you in the other side of the gym, you have the dudes who are trying to kill themselves, aka weightlifters. Sound like they're giving birth and going to the bathroom at the same time. Veins are popping out. Yeah, and they're looking at you like you want it. That's like, that does not look like fun, sir. That does not look like fun. They're like, hey, little man, why don't you get down on this? I'm like, hold on, I got to stretch my glutes. Yeah, love New Year's. I love New Year's. But I will say, I think, let me back up. Where are my manners? How's everybody enjoying the apocalypse? You doing okay? Yeah, it's the end of the world, people. You got murder hornets, coronavirus, and of course the big one, we can all agree on, Kanye West ran for president. Yeah, that was pretty much the end of the world for me. I don't know about you. As a matter of fact, a lot of people got upset about it, but I actually wish they had let him join the debates. Yeah, can you imagine? Like if you thought they were interrupting each other before. Can you imagine? For those of you who can't, it probably would have looked something like this.
Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to the 2020 election. And now here's your moderator, former President, Mr. Bill Clinton.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Bubba. That's right. That's right. I just want you to know you can tweet me, you can Facebook me, but please do not send me any emails. You know, Kanye would be like hyping himself, because Kanye does not need a hype man, okay? He will do it himself. He will be at the podium like, I am a god, huh? It's like, Kanye, you have to wait for them to ask you a question. I think that's how that works. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that. And of course, with this whole pandemic, you know, everybody's trying to do the best they can, because as they say, we're all in this together. But I just want to get on the same page. I feel like they keep making up new rules. Every 5 seconds is something new you got to learn. You know, like, first of all, like, I went to the store. You go to the store, you see those X's like 6 feet in front of each other. Yeah, because apparently COVID doesn't go sideways. Yeah, I just want to get on the same page. You go out to eat, you got to wear the face mask, but when you sit down at the table, you can take the face mask off, because apparently COVID has table manners. It's amazing. And a lot of people don't like wearing the face mask, but I'm going to tell you, if you're single and ugly, the face mask is a blessing. I felt like somebody needed to hear that tonight. Yeah. I know some of you ladies got upset when they came out with the vaccine, because, you know, now you got to take the face mask off, you got to shave. I've been on a few dates. Went on one date, took a face mask off, had a better goatee than me. Yeah. But no, like, the only people I have a problem with are the people who wear the face mask in your car by yourself. What do you see that we don't? Like, I'm just saying, you know, because the face mask is to protect yourself from other people. Like, are you sick of yourself? Did you fart and don't want to smell it? What is going on in your car right now? And I'm also glad for the people who suffer from halitosis. Yeah, because now you know it was you the whole time. It was you. Yeah. If you don't know what that is, it was you. It was you. But yeah, it's crazy right now. And actually at the height of it, like when they were doing the whole arrows down the store lanes, I thought I was going to get arrested if I went down the wrong lane, you know? You know, because you see me and I'm wearing, first of all, I was like, I hope they do arrest me, because I can use the street cred. I couldn't, because I know when I walked in, some of you were like, that dude looks like a cross between the little kid from Stranger Things and the black guy from This Is Us. No, because I heard somebody say, is that Randall? Is that Rand? I heard you. Yeah, I know what I look like. But that's why I say I need the street cred. They put me next to a real criminal, too. Be like, hey, what are you in here for? I went down the wrong lane at a Hobby Lobby. Thug life, thug life. That's what I want. But no, like, I just want to get on the same page, you know, because I miss going out to eat, you know. Like, I miss being able to do that. And of course, you love good customer service. By the way, give it up for the staff here with the food. Give it up for them. I love being able to see this sort of thing, you know, people connecting. Because, like, I don't know about you guys, but let me ask you, what's your favorite 4-star restaurant? Okay, you don't know who I'm looking at. I told you. I told you about my eye. Which restaurant do you like, ma'am? You have a favorite restaurant? Okay. Is this your husband right here? No. Okay. It's your boyfriend. Okay. You don't take her out, sir? She doesn't have a favorite restaurant. Yeah. Terrible. Okay. Well, ma'am, at the show, if there's a couple of men in the audience, I don't know if you want to look around. We can get the auction guy to come back up, and he can auction off whoever you want to go on a date with. What about over here? What's your favorite restaurant, sir? I'm looking at you, sir. Okay. I'm having flashbacks. You have a favorite, place you like to eat, like you frequent?
I'll say Johnny's Italian.
Johnny's Italian. Okay. Anybody been to Johnny's Italian? I know who hasn't. Have you tried Johnny's Italian? Have you maybe talked to him about that? Johnny's Italian. Okay. I'm not going to ask what they serve. I will tell you my favorite 4-star restaurant, okay? McDonald's. Maybe you want to try that, sir. Maybe you want to. Very cost effective. I love McDonald's for the reason most people hate McDonald's. I love McDonald's because they don't care. And as an introvert, that blesses me so much. No, they're not trying to have small talk like Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A, don't get me wrong. Like, where are my Chick-fil-A people at? Anybody Chick-fil-A? Yeah, love Chick-fil-A. Where are my Popeyes people? I don't want to leave anybody out. Popeyes? Okay, those are the heathens back there. Come back to Jesus. No, I love Chick-fil-A because they got the uplifting music, like Stephen Curtis Chapman, Kirk Franklin. Like, you can get baptized at Chick-fil-A for $7.99. It will dip you in Polynesian sauce for free. Love Chick-fil-A. But I'm telling you, McDonald's is the best because they don't do the small talk. Yeah, they don't care about me. They don't care about you. They don't care about customer service. And you know they don't care because when you drive up, especially in Atlanta, 10 o'clock at night, first thing they say,
Welcome to McDonald's. The ice cream machine is broke.
I don't even think I asked for ice cream, but thank you. Appreciate that. I drove with this true story. I drove up there one time. The lady said, over the system. I don't think she thought I could hear her, but she said,
They just keep coming.
I think that's your job. I think they didn't tell you that at the interview. Yeah, it's a car behind me right now. Love McDonald's. And I love good customer service, you know. Love good customer, because that'll make or break your whole experience, good customer service. Yeah, that's why if I had my choice, I would love to have Will Smith as a waiter. Yeah, because he's got that outgoing personality. You know, no matter what you order, Will's going to make you feel like $1 million. Yeah, he'd be like, excuse me, Will, can I get the soup du jour? Yo, it's like, woo! You know what I'm saying? They calm down, Will. People are looking at us right now. Yeah, I would love to have Will as a waiter. Also, Christopher Walken. But I feel like I wouldn't understand a word he's saying because I've seen his movies. You'd be like, excuse me, Mr. Walken, can I get some breadsticks? You know, I gotta say, they're great. You gotta love them, they're great. I have no idea what you just said, but thank you, I appreciate that. And of course, my favorite would be Dr. Phil. I would love to have Dr. Phil as a waiter. Dr. Phil has helped me through a lot of life issues. I would love to have that, because Dr. Phil, like, he seems like he might be easily agitated, though. I've seen his show. Yeah, I'll probably get on his nerves. Be like, can I get a menu? You don't need to look at a menu. You've had from here to your house. You could have looked it up. You could have Googled it. I mean, you need to get real. You know what? I'll get breadsticks. Thank you, Dr. Phil. Yeah, I miss going out to eat. So it's kind of nice coming to events like this. And, of course, like there's a lot of other things. Like if you're single, it's a tough time. Single people. Where are my single people at? Okay, don't make me pick you out. I know depression when I see it. I know it when I see it. Single people, it's tough for single people. I understand you're reluctant, you know, in a room like this. Maybe you don't want to, but listen, I connect with you. I feel your pain. Yeah, because right now it's tough if you're single. Think about it. Right now you got to meet people online because of all the restrictions. It's weird. Got to meet people. I met somebody online. She was 80 years old. Yeah, her name was Helen from Florida. And I think it was an accident. The algorithm maxed us up because we both put down we like to take naps during the day. Yeah. And I tried to apologize, but she was very fresh. She was like, you know, if you play your cards right, we might hook up. And we did. We hooked up her ventilator so she could breathe. She was 80 years old. And I tried to apologize, like, you know, I'm sorry. I think the algorithm accidentally maxed us up. And, of course, like, we try to keep the relationship fresh, though, you know. Like, every Thursday she would give me a back rub. But we had to break up because every time she sneezed, I had to put her teeth back in. So I can't be doing that my whole life. Yeah, it's tough for single people. And I would not recommend a double date. Is anybody here on a double date? Yeah, don't do it. Okay? Don't do a double date because it's a setup. All she's doing is comparing what you have to the other couple. You ever know? I went on one double date. She saw the guy kiss his girl and then turns to me like, how come you don't do that? I was like, because I don't know her. Why would I kiss her in front? Anyway, don't do it if you can't help it. Don't do it if you can help it. Yeah, but it's tough out there, you know. And of course, like for married people, where are my married people at? Let me try that again. Where are my happily married people at? Wow. So, y'all are interesting crowd. Listen, I know it's tough for married people. It's tough out there because my best friend calls me about him and his wife. He's stuck in the house all day. He's like, I never know what's going to set her off. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, the other day we're watching TV. Out of the blue, she's like, do you have to breathe? What? I can feel your breath from way over here. Can you please stop breathing and stop clipping your nasty toenails? You almost took my eye out last week. Yeah, he got upset with her talking about, you know what, I pay half the bills in this house. This is my half of the house. I will clip my toenails and breathe as I see fit. Clippity clip clip. Yeah, that's what you want to say, but don't do it. No, because the show she's watching is Snapped. And for those of you who don't know what Snapped is, that is a very female empowering show. Yeah, because it teaches women how to kill their husbands in their sleep and make it look like an accident. Shout out to Carol Baskins. Hey, listen, if your wife or girlfriend is watching Snap with a notepad and pen, you should probably talk to a lawyer. That's all I'm saying. Looking out for y'all. Yeah, it's tough out there. It's tough. Single, married people, it's tough. And of course, I think the toughest group that my heart goes out to are the millennials, you know, the young people. We have any millennials, any Gen Z? Any oh, okay, one right there. Yeah, it's nothing to be proud of. Now, here's the thing. You guys have stuff we didn't have growing up, you know. I'm jealous. You guys have all the stuff we didn't have, you know. Like, they have this thing called a safe space. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. This is where you cannot criticize. You can't hurt their feelings because it might affect their self-esteem. I was like, where was that when I doodled on myself in the 6th grade? Now y'all care about self-esteem? Yeah, they got a safe space, you know. I would have loved that when I was coming up, especially if I was in trouble. My mom would be like, come get this butt whooping. I'm like, no. Excuse me, I need a safe space. A what? A safe space. My mom would have shut that down in about 5 seconds. Yeah, my mom would have been like, boy, you came through my safe space to get here. Come get this butt whooping. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff we didn't have. A lot of stuff. Yeah, like we used to have Blockbuster. Anybody remember Blockbuster? Yeah, I love Blockbuster. You know, no Blockbuster now. Everything's on Netflix. Everything's on there. And I feel like Netflix is kind of stalkerish. They're like, are you still watching? I was like, don't judge me, Netflix. Don't judge me. Yeah. But the Blockbuster, like, first of all, you guys get so impatient. Like, oh, how long is it going to take to download? Do you know what we had to do? Talk about download. We had to load up the station wagon. You don't even know what a station wagon is. Yeah, we had to load up the station wagon, drive to the nearest Blockbuster video, and hope that your movie was there. You know, hope that your movie. And when you got home, you had to hope that the movie was rewound to the beginning. Otherwise, you would find out that Bruce Willis was dead the whole time in The Sixth Sense. And I'm sorry if I ruined that movie for you. You had 30 years to watch it at this point. They've got all this stuff we didn't have. All this stuff. Like, and I don't know where we're getting some of these names from. Y'all have some interesting names, this generation. I ran into a kid named Ajax. And listen, I grew up in the 80s, so to me, Ajax was something you cleaned the house with. That was not a name you gave a child. But yeah, there's a kid named Ajax. And of course, like, I realized, like, people are going too far with the names, because I went to Stonecrest Mall in Atlanta, Georgia. And the lady had named all of her kids after medicinal products. And I know this because she kept yelling at them. Propecia. Where's your sister who married Lunesta? Oh, she fell asleep. Tell Lunesta I said to wake up. And where are the twins, Ebola and Crayola? I was like, did she just name her child Ebola and Crayola? I saw one of the kids. I tried to help him. I was like, hey, you looking for your mom? She's like, uh-huh. I was like, what's your name? She didn't want to tell me her name, but I saw it on the book bag. And don't judge me, but I yelled across the food court, ma'am, I have diarrhea. Your child, I have diarrhea right here. She got an attitude with me talking about it's diarrhea. I was like, you need to put the asterisk on the right syllable. Diarrhea, go see your mama. Go see your mama. No, because names matter. You know, what you name a kid, it matters. Like, I always knew if I had a kid, I would want to name my child Hope. You know, it's a beautiful name, especially for a girl. It's a beautiful name. She'd be like, Dad, why did you name me Hope? You know, because kids want to know where they got their name from. I'm like, you know, with all the chaos in the world and all the division, I wanted to bring hope into the world. That's why I had you. Yeah. She'd be like, thanks, Dad. I love you. I was like, no problem, sweetie. Now run along and go get your brother direct deposit. Yeah, I don't know where we're getting these names from. But my heart does go out to the millennials. You know, they got a lot of phrases I don't understand. Like, it is what it is. What does that mean? They use it on everything, too. And it never has anything to do with what you're talking about. And I realize my generation, we have some weird phrases. Like that one phrase we all use when we try to act like we're going to commit to something, but not really. Yeah, somebody be like, hey, can you help me move this weekend? And what do we say? I might could do it. I might could do it. Might could don't belong in the same sentence. They're polar opposites. Sir, if you ask your doctor, am I going to survive this surgery? If your doctor said you might go see another doctor. But we say it all the time. But somehow millennials have outdone us with it is what it is. Yeah, you talk to me like, hey, it's raining outside. Why don't you get a raincoat or an umbrella? I'm good. Well, you don't want to get sick. You might get pneumonia. You might get sick. It is what it is, bruh. It is what it is. What does that have to do with the rain? Like, you're still going to get wet. You ask them about a job. You're like, hey, well, did you get the job? No, I didn't get the job. Did you look online? No, I didn't look online. Well, you got to find something. You don't want to be unemployed. You don't want to be broke. It is what it is, bruh. It is what it is. How's that going to help you get a job? You put that on the application? Yeah, and the other one they love to use is the struggle is real. I have never seen people under 20 have so many struggles. Man, they had to wait in line at McDonald's today. Hashtag struggle is real. Struggle is real. That's your struggle? Yeah, my mom took my cell phone. All I have is my tablet. Hashtag struggle is real. Struggle is real. No, when I think of a struggle, I think of like Dr. King, Rosa Parks. No, these kids are struggling over like Cheerios. Hey, I had a millennial for a roommate, and I will tell you, it was just one time. It was one time. I had to explain the concept of rent. Yeah. I was like, hey, I'm going to pick up rent first Friday of each month. He was like, no worries, no worries. I took that to mean, ladies and gentlemen, that there was nothing to worry about. Because he said it twice. You know, they love to repeat something. They love to say things twice because they think that means something. I took one of my friends out one time. I was like, hey, you want me to pay for this or you got it? He was like, nah, I'm broke. Listen, you only have to say broke once for me not to hang out with you ever again. Like, are people looking for you? What is broke? But he said it is. He said no worries. So I took that to mean nothing to worry about. Came back that Friday. You would have thought we never had this conversation. I was like, hey, I'm here to pick up rent. He was like, oh, that's today? I'm going to get it to you next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next week. No worries, no worries. I was like, hold on. It's a lot to worry about right now. Like, I'm not trying to get a late fee. I'm not trying to get evicted. I need that today. You need to pay your bills on time. He got all emotional. Man, you don't even know. You don't even know. I was like, I know when rent is due. I know one of us is about to get kicked out right now. Let me see what else I know. Yeah, he got all upset, stuck his foot in the door like, really? You just going to kick me out? I was like, it is what it is, bruh. It is what it is. You know, so I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn how to use these phrases. But it's so divided right now. Everything is so divided. You know, like everybody's an expert during this whole pandemic. Like my grandma has become an expert. Yeah, she was on Facebook Live talking like, you know, if you want to get rid of the corona, all you got to do is rub some Neosporin and some tea leaves and put that on your neck. That'll clear up the corona right there. It's like, what is the corona, Grandma? Are there two pandemics? And I don't think that's how you get rid of it. I think you got to get the vaccine. She was like, I use Vaseline all the time. It's like, you need to log off, Grandma. You need to log off. Yeah, it's a crazy time right now. And, of course, like I feel like, you know, they're probably at some point going to come out with this pandemic movie, you know, be like an all-star movie. It'll probably, for those of you, just to save the Hulu subscription, it'll probably look something like this.
The Corona Movie, starring Eddie Murphy.
Let me tell you something. I am not scared. I am not scared of no Corona. I wish Corona would come over here. I'd be like, yeah, come on over here. Corona, come on over here. And after I defeat Corona, we gonna go out partying, drinking, and in the morning, I'm making wobbles.
Also starring Kevin Hart.
First of all, don't make me laugh. I told my wife might get the corona. She's like, Kevin, you can't get corona, Kevin, because you're too short, Kevin, too short. I was like, if I do get corona, I'm going to touch you first. And be like, oh, my God, I can't believe you touched me.
Also starring Tyler Perry as Medea.
Hallelujah. I need to speak to somebody from the CDC because you're cheering out here. They're not doing the social distancing. I told them they're going to get the corona.
The Corona Movie, coming soon.
So that'll be out on Netflix. I want to check that out. Yeah. But, you know, and all the technology is constantly changing, you know. Like, I remember the first time I got in one, I don't know if you guys have this car. You know, anybody, like, I have a Honda Civic. Anybody have a Honda Civic? Okay. So y'all are blessed. That's what I'm feeling right now. Yeah, I have a Honda Civic, so I'm not used to all the fancy stuff. You know, I got in one of my friend's car, and I don't know if you guys have one of these. You can actually see what's behind you when you back up. And I miss the 80s, like when you could back up, hit something, and not care. Yeah, and then when did we get sensitive? They got butt warmers. People that have sensitive butt. Yeah, we didn't have that in the 80s. You know what a butt warmer was in the 80s? Was if you passed gas and felt something. That was it. No, because when she turned it on, I thought I had gas. I was like, what is that? What is that feeling? I don't smell anything. Yeah, and they got the apps. We have apped ourselves to death. It's an app for everything. Yeah, you probably didn't have to hire me. It's probably an app for this. Yeah, I think it's called virtual. They have those virtual shows. And everybody has the same problem. You're on mute. You're on mute. And then you hear them talk for an hour. You're like, go back on mute. Go back on mute. Yeah, like I feel like, you know, we have this thing called Google Maps. I love Google Maps. But my younger friends are like, you got to use Waze. I'm like, what's so special about Waze? They're like, because, Cyrus, it actually is more up to date. You have more options. I was like, what are you talking about? And I did a little research. I don't know if you guys know this. It's a true story. One of the top downloaded voices for this app is none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Why would you want Arnold Schwarzenegger as your GPS voice? Number one, that is a thick accent. Number two, that has got to be the most violent road trip ever. No, because that's just Arnold yelling at you for the next 4 to 6 hours. Get out of the lane. Get out. Come on. Listen to me. The cops are coming. Get into the chopper. Ow, ow, ow. You have arrived. I don't need that in my life. I tell you who else would be horrible as a GPS voice. Howie Mandel from America's Got Talent. Yeah, like, first of all, like, I get confused with him as a judge. Like, he can barely make up his mind. Can you imagine him trying to direct you through traffic? I think you're doing great. I think you're doing amazing. I think we're going to get pulled over. It's like, I think you should pay half my ticket, Howard. That's what I think. And, of course, like, the best GPS voice would be Jay-Z. Yeah, Jay-Z would be cool because he would help you out. You know, first of all, he's got that nice, friendly, high-pitched laugh for a grown man. Yeah, your boy Hover. And I think we're about to get pulled over. I'm saying I would love to have Jay-Z. And of course, like, I will say, like, you know, everybody, you know, likes to hear from the experts, but I love hearing from our nation's leaders, you know, but we get divided about that. But I'm one of those people I would love to know. I would love to know what George W. Bush would say in a moment like this. Probably something very deep, you know, very poignant. Be like, I care about the American people. When America hurts, I hurt. When America cries, I cry. When America farts, I smell it. You know, probably something deep like that. And of course, Bill has a way of connecting with people. Bill's like, hey, I feel your pain. That's right, because I know every night millions and millions of Americans are having to go home to their families and loved ones. And I feel your pain because every night I have to go home to Hillary. Every night. Think about it. And Barack is very poised. You know, Barack, he's like, look, let me be clear. We are having unilateral talks with the coronavirus every day. As a matter of fact, my good friend Joe Biden, he's going to be giving a coronavirus safety speech. I'm sorry, apparently Joe took a wrong turn. He's at a McDonald's giving a coronavirus safety speech. And of course, President Trump was very bold, very bold. He's like, okay, we're totally going to get rid of the corona. We're going to do it so bigly. We're going to do it so bigly. We're going to do it so big. It'll make your head spin, okay? That I can tell you. We're going to build a wall around the coronavirus, and we're going to make Mexico pay for it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.
At Big Brothers Big Sisters, people often wonder what makes one-to-one youth mentoring so impactful. Simple. Our bigs.
My name is Barbie Toopy, and I am a big sister.
My name is Ken Adler, and I'm a big brother.
My name is Bobby, and I am a big brother.
Being part of the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, I feel like she has someone, an older sister that she can go to when life gets hard or rely on.
It's a passion of mine working with the youth in the area, and it's just so rewarding, you know, being a positive male role model for them and then continuing to give back to this organization.
My life is much richer because I've been with my littles. When I talk with other adults, they're always kind of amazed at the neat experiences that I have that other adults don't have.
And this is a great opportunity to be able to give back and affect someone else's life.
visit our website and find out how you can become a big brother or a big sister and make a difference in the life of a child and maybe even your own.
Okay, the microphone does not work again. Have to have big voice. So, again, thank you very much to everyone for coming out here tonight. We're not done yet. We're almost done. So we are going to give away a cooler here in just a second. And my dear friend Wes is on his way up. Do we have another microphone in the house? There we go. I mean, the cooler is in the back of the room.
Check.
Way back there.
All right.
So I think what we're trying to do is Terry's probably going to grab the tickets out of it and bring it up, and we're going to pull for that.
Okay.
We're preparing for this part.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all improv.
Terry Jean Conlon, everyone. Terry Jean Conlon.
Big round of applause.
All right, Bill, this is it.
All right. I'm going to hold it. You're going to draw, right?
Yeah, this is for the Cooler of Joy.
There's like $1,000 worth of stuff that goes with that.
$1,000 worth of stuff.
Stuff. Things.
Inside
Yeah.
the cooler. All right, let's mix it up good.
All right. Get your lucky tickets out.
All right.
Put your cheaters on.
If you purchased one of the Cooler of Joy tickets, the winning number is 34457. So close. 9 4.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Either someone won or someone's having a heart attack.
Somebody's really excited right now. Can we please verify it? Stand up. Where are you in the room?
9-4.
9-4. Are you back there? Who are you? That's awesome.
We believe you. You're the big winner. All right. We only have just a few more things to cover, and then, Bill, we're going to close this out. Let me just take a very, very quick moment to say thank you to all of you that joined us this evening. It's been a while since we had a chance to engage all of you. The fact that you are here with us tonight, you could be anywhere else, but the fact that you are here celebrating with us means more to Big Brothers, Big Sisters than you all will ever know. So on behalf of Big Brothers, Big Sisters, on behalf of our entire team, Bill as an honorary member of our family, thank you so much for joining us, because next year is a big, big year for us. Because, Bill, next year we are celebrating what?
I mean, we are celebrating a theme, and I think it has some gold in it. Is that what I understand?
I think so. I like gold. Who doesn't like gold? Next year, we are celebrating our 50th anniversary. It is going to be a heck of a party. It will be our Golden Gala. So please save the date. I believe we already have it locked down for right here, November 4th of next year. I want to see all of you joining us and celebrating 50 years of serving families and children throughout northwestern Wisconsin.
So I would say to that, what are you doing next year on November 4th, 2022? Like, what are you really doing? Like, I know you're like going to put it on your calendar. Take out your phones right now. November 4th, 2022. Like, make plans to attend.
Yeah. All right. Other than that,
yeah, I mean, other than that, you guys, tonight, there's just some quick instructions on how to check out. All you're going to want to do is form a line right out here outside the door. They'll take care of you on your way out. And that's it. I'm privileged to have been here. I'm privileged to have joined. Thank you very much. And you guys have a great night.
Bill Bertrand, everybody. Good night.